All right, so a new Call of Duty Vanguard trailer dropped. We have checked out the betas. We have checked out the whole 9 yards of how the game looks, how it feels. We've gotten hands on with it. So this one is going to be an interesting one of just seeing more stories than just the original teaser. So let's check out. Let's see where else in the world we're going to. We'll see, hopefully, a couple more of the main characters. And I find it funny that they are like Call of Duty is kind of going with the story driven aspect of its storytelling again, because each one of the heroes comes with a bundle of stuff for the multiplayer. So the storyline stuff is actually selling, in a sense, the bundles for like Warzone and the multiplayer aspect. So I don't know. It's just a funny little observation that about where I see Call of Duty going and everything. Activision, what they're doing to try and monetize the game. But anyways, let's check out the story trailer. This is a long one, 2.5 minutes, and we'll see probably a good chunk of like what these characters. I wonder how many characters there are actually. If it is 2.5 minutes, that seems like it'd be a lot. All right, so let's check this out. Looks like kind of running rough on YouTube. Oh, wait, there's a 4K version.
The only way to honor a fallen soldier
Aha!
is to finish the mission.
Call of Duty presents gameplay run to 60, hardlock 60.
After years of fighting, the war had shaped us all.
Yeah, cutscenes run to 30, gameplay's run to 60.
The SOE put me in charge of a new team, handpicked for a top secret mission. I'd led soldiers before.
The Bad Company.
This group were far more than that. Lucas was an
So
expert
the demolitions
demolitionist who had issues with authority. Wade was the most dangerous thing in the skies, and he never let you forget it. Helena was the best sniper in Russia. She wanted nothing but vengeance.
Here's the hero stories.
Richard was my right hand. He always had my back.
So it's him
We were
retelling
aimed
the story
before our
of
enemy was most
what he did in
vulnerable.
the war.
Berlin is burning. From the ashes shall rise our vision for something
Definitely not
great
Nazis.
to the Fourth Reich.
Freisinger is leaving Berlin.
He's taken the Reich underground. Christ, what is that smell?
It's the smell of death.
Normally, there are proper procedures to extract information.
The numbers. You can tell when it's gameplay or in-game engine and when it's cutscene.
Glory is worth nothing when you're dead.
This fight, it matters.
They are showing a lot in this.
We were the tip of the spear. We were the Vanguard.
I'm seeing a lot of cutscenes in there. That's pretty
Pre-orders
cool.
Get instant access to the Night Raid Mastercraft and operator Arthur Kingsley.
A lot of cinematic moments are happening in that, more so than the last couple of Call of Duties, it looks like. The number one thing that I would love to see of this is it go back to that RPG aspect that it had for Cold War. I thought that was awesome. You get to make your own choices. You get to save or kill people in Cold War storyline. So I would love to see that return again. I don't know if they're going to go that route with Vanguard, because it does seem more like it's more... it's not so much you going on the adventure, but you are bouncing between a lot of different characters. So I think an RPG aspect would probably be a lot harder to do. I mean, it's possible. It's definitely doable. It is kind of weird saying that out loud, though, now that I'm like thinking about it, of RPG, first person, a first person action shooter. That's a cool marriage of the two genres. But yeah, that looks really good. It definitely, there's a hard difference between the cutscene and the in-game engine run, which there is a lot of titles coming out that are doing that right now. It's just a design thing of, you know, it's sometimes it's easier to just pre-render the cutscenes. Sometimes it's easier to do everything. You know, you have some mocap that happens for in-game stuff, and then you have pre-rendered cutscenes. The best times that you ever see in games where everything is smooth and transitions smoothly in between the two is when they pre-render the cutscenes in 60 FPS. Now, the problem with that is everybody's making such a big fuss and big deal about Modern Warfare and a lot of times Cold War of being so big in size of a download. If they pre-render the cutscenes in 30 FPS, it cuts down the size of it. You know, it's like one of those things of them trying to conserve space on your hard drive. Again, though, this does look very, very cool. There's there's a lot of flashback stuff going on in this, where it seems like they're really recapping their careers, or maybe they're the first chapter or two is them recapping and doing flashbacks, and then it leads into where they are now, modern day. Could be that storyline tone. I like this character with the beard over here. He's kind of a lone wolf working with the pack. I like that. That's my go-to. And then every single one of the characters seems to have a specialist ability. I'm not quite sure if that's going to translate over to multiplayer. Usually that stuff doesn't. Usually it's just like, here's character, use it, go, and then you can set up your class for everything in multiplayer. So don't be taking what they're doing in the single player to be the multiplayer stuff. Of course, Call of Duty, you know, anybody who's played a few Call of Duties knows that, but some people, sometimes they're returning from, you know, MW2, MW3 days. Overall, there's going to be like 20 maps. There's a good chunk of characters I'm seeing on here. If we have... There's 4 or 5 of them that are heroes, so there's got to be like 4 or 5 of them that are villains. I'm thinking probably you're going globe-trotting around trying to take out each one of the head of the... Are they Nazis? Are they Germans? What are they calling them? I mean, it's not Nazis. So it looks like you're probably going through and taking out the head of each encampment, each, you know, country's biggest regime of them, I guess. So it's interesting. I like it overall what they're doing here. It's also a good period in this war. We've not really seen late World War II. We always see, so the flashback stuff is what we always are running through. That early, oh my God, the Germans have tanks and this and that. You know, that's what we were usually running through. But this one seems to be going a little more towards the tail end of World War II. So that's going to be very interesting, seeing the weapons and all the situations that you get into. Again, mix that with a really cinematic storyline. There should be something good here. Lots of studios working on it. Treyarch is in there, Raven, Beanox, Shanghai. The Demonware servers has me a little... I don't know. We'll see how that works. The beta was run pretty smoothly. It was just the map design. I just didn't like the map design at all. Sledgehammer is also working on this too. Yeah, so this is a Sledgehammer game, and then Treyarch is helping. I'm pretty sure Sledgehammer is the main development team. So it'll be interesting to see who's working on what though, because Sledgehammer and Treyarch. Sledgehammer might be working on the engine. Treyarch might be working on the maps for multiplayer. Raven, Beanox could be working on the single player, or if there's a Spec Ops mode, or is there? I don't even know what the other third mode is, you know, because it's either zombies or Spec Ops or something else like that. But yeah, it's November 5th. I think we got roughly like a month left, something like that. So yeah, overall looks good. I'll be there. I'll be checking it out. So go and check out the YouTube channel, or the rest of the YouTube channel, I should say, for more updates. And if there's another beta, I'll definitely have some footage up of it sooner or later. And go check out the Twitch channel. Go check out the Twitch channel, and I will be definitely doing some stuff on there with Call of Duty Vanguard, probably on release night. We'll see how everything rules out, because there's a ton of stuff coming out. I'm just trying to keep up with October stuff, and then November hits. But yeah, go check out that and Tone Wolf, and go hit the likes and the button, the thumbs ups and all that stuff if you like what I'm doing. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by, and as always, I will see ya next time.